Valley Club, it is the moment that we've been waiting for in Raid Shadow Legends, the official announcement for the date for the Swordmaster path. Yes, it is so you get Leonardo guaranteed. We'll talk about some of these past path events, what you could kind of expect as far as the cost for Leonardo and his 5-star soul. And if you're ready for all of that, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having an excellent day. And if you've been saving your sacred shards for over a month, it is finally the time you can use them. Later this week, there's going to be a Swordmaster path for Leonardo, the event that we've all been expecting. Now we have the date for it. We're going to talk about that and the expectations. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Raid Shadow Legends video goes up, at least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content every single week on this channel. Well, let's go and check out the announcement. Swordmaster path event for Leonardo and his 5-star perfect soul starting November 6th, 2 days from now, 2025. And it says this Thursday, November 6th, we're planning to announce or planning to launch the Swordmaster path event, where you have a chance to get a legendary champ, Leonardo, as well as some other valuable goodies. You'll be able to earn points at the event by getting artifacts and accessories. So dungeon divers, I guess it's called gear hunters now. It used to be called dungeon divers. And then summoning champs from shards. So summon rush, 2 events combined for this path. That's what you're gonna score. I know some people will think maybe it's gonna be a soul, maybe it's gonna be something else. Well, it is exactly like was described in that leak that we had earlier, I guess in September for this. So yes, everything was correct. It was just the dates, exactly like Polarium said. And before we get into all the costs of what it could cost you if you want to get a guaranteed Leo, I do want to remind you, if you want to get off to the best current chart for 2025 in Raid Shadow Legends, use the link in the description or that QR code up there, because that will get you a double legendary, triple epic start. You'll start off day 1. As soon as you're done with the tutorial with Karato Fox under, he is a legendary attack champ, great starter for your account. And as soon as you have Karato, enter one of these codes. You do need to enter it within your first 24 hours, and you could only enter one, so choose wisely. Demon Slayer gets you Tholen Foulbeard, great damage dealer for PvE content. Monkey King gets you Sun Wukong, great damage dealer for PvP content. Desert Queen gets you one of the best support champs in Tuhanrak in the game. She is a great champ. And then UD King gets you one of the best tanks in the game in Ultimate Death Knight. You can choose any one of those champs, but choose wisely, because like I said, you only could choose one. And then as you reach various levels, you get Uugo, Tagoar, and Mausoleum made some great epic support champs for your account as well. But back to this path event, and the most recent path event we had was this Halloween path. It was part of that Sanguine Maria fusion. It did reward some of the fusion characters, the Thorn Golem, but it also had a 5-star perfect soul for Raphael, 5-star perfect soul for April O'Neil. And yes, this is kind of what we had for this. Now, I ended up spending, I think, about 17 sacred shards, or I think it was 15 after I did some dungeon diving calculation for this, but I think I'd opened 15 sacred shards for Raphael. It would have been the same for April O'Neil, and I did get this fragment for this fusion character. Before that, there may have been another one that I'm just not remembering, but I do remember that we had this Orcs path for the Packmaster Shayak or the Soul for Crocat, the Throat Ripper. Calculations for this was very similar. About 17 sacred shards if you wanted Packmaster Shayak, and if you wanted the Soul for Crocat, the Throat Ripper, about 15 shards. Now, I think the most recent event that we had, the Path to event that we've had, that is very similar to what we could expect for Leonardo, would be this Balar Path of the Lost event. And what this was for the event, the unlock, the guaranteed unlock for Balar the Lost. Also had his avatar for another 3,000, but the big thing is this 5-star perfect soul. Now, what I believe the cost for this one was the Balar the Lost. This was not a character that I went for because I didn't have a lot of sacred shards. I don't think I was beating Ultra Nightmare on the clan boss like on a consistent basis back then. But as far as this, I believe Balar, it cost 20 sacred shards to get this guaranteed legendary. Now, this is not a void legendary. This is a normal legendary. Leonardo is going to be a void legendary, so I'm expecting it a little bit more expensive. I think some people were guessing probably about 22 sacred shards for Leonardo, and 22 to 24. My guess was 22 sacred shards for Leonardo, but I guess we'll find out in exactly 2 days how many shards you're going to need to get to this, to get Leonardo. Now, the soul for the soul for Balar was about 18 sacred shards, and I'm guessing the soul for Leonardo would be about 18 to 20 sacred shards. I'm hoping it's not I'm hoping it's not more expensive, but just because he's such a valuable character, he's a limited time character, and he's a void legendary instead of just a normal legendary, thinking that he will cost a little bit more. Now, obviously with these paths are all different shapes and sizes and different costs, but this is kind of what we can expect. So in the range between 17 and 24 sacred shards to get the unlock for Leonardo, and probably about 17 to 20 is what I'm guessing for the 5-star soul for Leonardo as well. Now, they do say that you could also get some radiant sun lilies as well, in addition to that 5-star perfect soul. So for different rarities of this, and you can use those to craft relics in the forge. And if we look at the scoring from the Path to the Lost event for Balar the Lost, I'm expecting that we'll have some very similar point totals. So sacred shards, 4,500 points. That is what they usually earn for these Path to events. Primal shards, 1,800. I do believe that we had a little bit more scoring for the primal shards in this path. In this past event for the fusion for Maria, but normally about 1,800 points, and void shards 750 points. So not a lot of points from your non-sacred shards. Your main scoring is going to be your sacred shards. I wouldn't recommend opening any primal shards during this, because I don't think that there's going to be a double drop for mythical characters. Normally, I think it's best to open these primal shards during the mythical characters, when you're gonna get a double drop for that. But sacred shards is what I'm opening, and if we're getting 20 of these, that is about 90,000 points that we are able to score with these, just and no dungeon diving, I think, if my calculations are correct. And if you do some dungeon diving, you will get even more points. Now, if you're trying to make up a lot of the points with dungeon diving using energy, it does look like the event dungeon is going to be gone. This was a very effective dungeon for scoring points for dungeon divers, because on stage 3, you got no mystery shards, and you got a higher chance for getting like epic accessories. So this was a great, I think it was like 2.5 points on average per energy spent, which would be, this is great. So I guess during this, it's just going to be one of these normal dungeons. Spider's a pretty fast dungeon for a lot of players. Dragon, you could get pretty high on this. Normally stage 20 on these dungeons are the best as far as efficiency, and I think it's about 1.25 energy that you're getting, or points for per energy, which is about a 1-to-1 ratio. So that would be a lot of energy spent, or is a lot of gems spent for this. As far as what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for the soul. We do have 3 turtles right now: Michelangelo, a login champ; Donatello, the fusion champ, and we got lucky getting Leonardo. We pulled them from a lucky void shard. We also have April O'Neil, which I guess getting Leonardo from the void shard was excellent. It's a great character. Personally, though, I think I would have rather had Shredder from the Void Shard, just because this is a guaranteed event. We know we're going to get Leonardo. His 5-star soul is good and makes him usable right away, but even after this collab goes away, you could still manage to pull souls and stars for these characters. But if you already have him unlocked, you can't unlock them after these collabs goes away, as shown by these previous collabs. So if you don't have Leonardo, definitely this is the character to go for. I do have Leonardo, so I think I'm going to go for that 5-star perfect soul instead of a duplicate Leonardo. They did give a clarification on this A3. It's a unity skill, but only the first Leonardo will have this unity activated. The second Leonardo on the team will only have this part activated. Now, he will still team up and do some extra damage, because all the turtles have this passive here. Whenever they attack, they're going to join an attack with their A1. So that wouldn't be the worst thing, but you're not getting a bunch of extra A3s, only one big A3. And if that Leonardo died, you're not getting access to the A3. Now, I do have, like I said, the 4 turtles, or 3 turtles. We have one more that we could actually fuse this in clan versus clan. I was saving this character for a champ chase. We never really needed it though. So I'm probably gonna fuse him during clan versus clan. I don't know if I want to do the Mithrala as well, but we're definitely gonna fuse the Maria, because we have all of these Thorn Golems. We just need a few more levels for this last one. Then we could do the fusion. That should be some good points for there. And I also have Raphael. We have this soul that's been waiting here for Raphael. We also won the Shredder tournament, which is my big question. Is there going to be something for Shredder before this ends right now? Even if you have a lot of void shards, there's no way to get a Shredder. If we go down here, we see that, let me move this up a little bit more. Oh, it doesn't move. All right, so let me move this here. we see that there's no way to get Shredder right now from these void shards. So hopefully before the collab events ends sometime next week, hopefully there's also a way to get Shredder, because if you get lucky and manage to get all 6 of these champs, I'm gonna have 5 of them, but hopefully I get the 6. If you get all 6 of them, like a lot of these collabs, like a lot of these events, you'll get some pretty good stuff with it. Mythical relic, a few other things, an avatar, I believe, as well. So hopefully we do that. But let me know what you're gonna do for this Swordsmaster Path event going on. Let me know if you did manage to get Shredder. Is this something that you were pushing for Shredder? And let me know if you did get all 4 turtles during this collab. We have about 10 more days of this collab, so hopefully there's more surprises and more ways that we can get these champs collected. But let me know what you think I should do. I'm leaning towards that 5-star soul, and I think that's going to be the most benefit immediately. Although down the road, having 2 Leonardos might be great. I think that is what I'm going to do, though. Go for the soul. But let me know what you think I should do. Let me know what you're doing. Or going for Leonardo? Are you going for the soul? Are you skipping this event entirely? Were you saving for this event? Let me know down in the comments, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, leave the video a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck with this path. Hulk Fist Bum ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.